Alright guys, this is Chuck from B4. This is a recap of a trade we ran in a recent session with B4 CoPilot. Just as a disclaimer, this is recorded and narrated in post. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching our channel. Please watch this video to the end as it helps our ratings. Alright guys, here we are at the open of the session. We're going to do things a little bit differently today. I'm going to be using the Ichimoku exclusively here with our B4 squeeze. I'm going to be using other elements of the chart here, like our cumulative delta volume bars, our background trend change colors. I'm going to go through and just talk about how I use the system from a macro standpoint. Very minimalistic in the Ichimoku, just using the Kijinsen, the Senko span A and Senko span B. We're going to be looking at the direction of those lines, the position of the price in relation to those lines, the way that those lines are pointing. We're going to use all that to make our assessment here as we go through these trades. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate each and every one of you. Click that like button. Please be sure to watch this video to the end as it helps our ratings. Guys, in this video we're going to do something a little bit different. For the 500th subscriber, we're going to give away a free B4 squeeze indicator. So please be sure to subscribe. The 500th subscriber is going to get a free B4 squeeze indicator. We can see our auto trend lines wedging in there. Price is above the Kijinsen, above the cloud, touching the top of our auto trend lines, and the cloud is giving us some pointing upwards. You notice the Senko span A and B both pointing upward, and the Kijinsen right now is basically flat, but now it's pointing up. There we are. That'll enter us into a trade. We surpassed our bullish bearish levels right there. The cloud's looking healthy. We're getting an edge signal, so we're just going to guard in profit, make sure we're profitable. Our Hane lines, our half price lines there, looking good. Almost to our first target there. We're going to go ahead and guard behind those stacked imbalances right there at that fluctuation point. And our auto strategy is trailing there. We'll just leave that where it is. Looking at the Ichimoku, the Kijinsen is flattening out. The Senko span A and B is flattening out. That should take us, yep, that took us out. $1,248. When the Kijinsen goes flat, price will pause out and return back to the Kijinsen. Also, the Senko span A and Senko span B were running flat at the same time, and so we're waiting for price to continue in its trend. We need to see the Kijinsen turning up, the Senko span A turning up, and preferably the Senko span B as well. Alright guys, so we're still in the squeeze here. We got our trend line forming there. Kijinsen turning up. Senko span A turning up. Wedging in there. Alright, we are armed armed with CoPilot. As we see our squeeze forming there, and we've got our background color as green. Our cloud indicates that we're probably going to break to the upside with the Senko span A pointing up, and with the Kijinsen as well. Now we have the Senko span B pointing up as well. Good indication of a break to the upside. There we go. CoPilot got us into a trade, 4 contracts. Kijinsen pointing up, Senko span A and B pointing up. We're noticing the delta volume bars there at the bottom, the cumulative delta volume bars. Typically they'll run in series of 5. and 9, and then you'll see some pullback, and that's what we're experiencing right now. Kijisen flattened out right there, so I'm gonna guard in profit. And that takes us out for $1,372. Looking back in retrospect, it would have been better if I would have just guarded behind the squeeze. I would still be making profit here, but lesson learned, let's move forward. Our standard strategy with the squeeze is whenever price breaks through, we'll typically arm long or arm short depending on which side it comes out of. Also, we'll use our stop loss to guard behind the other side of the zone, the opposing side of the zone. Also, we can use that like a standard deviation for targets as well. We'll typically move our stop loss up throughout the triple stacked imbalances as they form. CoPilot gets us in here. Cloud looks healthy. Now, when I have a thick, thick squeeze box like that, I know that price can quickly go all the way back down to the bottom of that. So I'll usually pull my stop loss up in those situations. But I'm going to arm again. Kijisen is flat, so price can return back to the Kijisen as long as it stays flat. We needed to break its previous high for that Kijisen to turn. Alternatively, if we progress a few more candles, the Kijisen can turn as well because it is the 50% Fibonacci of the last 26 periods. Right now, Cinco Span A looking a little weak. Let's see if we're going to find support at the cloud. Let's see if we find support there at the bottom of the cloud, the bottom of the squeeze zone. So I did take profits there whenever we had that thick squeeze, because I realized that as fast as it went up to the top of that squeeze zone, it could come back down. It took a little while to get there, but one thing to take note of is these squeeze zones are very accurate. Levels of support and resistance, we can use that to our advantage. Price usually gets contained very, very well in these zones. Really gives us a good representation of supply and demand, our support and resistance here on our charts. Keep in mind, basically the cloud, even though it's twisted to the downside, it is basically running flat, and we are at equilibrium. If you're not aware, the Kijisen is the 50% Fibonacci, and we're in the middle of a nice squeeze here, so it could go either way. There we go with a nice move to the upside. Usually it's a better idea just to wait for it to get out of the cloud and out of the squeeze zone to arm it, but we got in early there. Let's see if it's going to pay off. Getting close to the highest part of the day there, so I'm going to go ahead and just guard in here and make sure it's profitable. There, we got a confirmed signal there. Should have some good movement here. We're going to guard up behind those stacked imbalances. Guard profit. And that takes us out at $2,420. Guys, we love the ATM strategies in NinjaTrader, but we just can't let a trade go unattended. We have to, it's all going to come down to trade management and how we manage our trades. We can't just let it run and expect it in every market condition to be profitable. We're going to have to manage our trades. Got the bullish background behind us. Let's see if CoPilot gets us into another trade. Might even have to manually enter this. Let's see. Missed some of that movement there. CoPilot is on. That's turning up for us, so there might be some more. We're in a squeeze. Probably gonna get a little breakout here. A lot of strength in this market, so. Guys, what's so nice about the squeeze is it marks where you are on the chart, helps you identify your position, and get ready to get set up for some nice movement. Really great tool. Guys, I know we mentioned this before, but this is just a reminder. This is very important. One thing to note about the delta bars is we'll count those. Usually 5 is a average run, 9 is a long push, a long run, and usually a pullback or a retracement is about 3 bars. So we keep that in mind as we're looking at price. Cinco span A going down there. We're below the Kijunsen. Okay, shaping up more for the bears here. We got support right there. If you look left, right up in there, you got support. That flat Cinco span B there is the last stance. Look left right there. There's your support right there. Again, that's our support area, the flat spot of the Keygensen, the flat spot of the Senko Span B there, both of those flat spots, support areas. Couldn't break through that consolidated area there. We are below the cloud, below the Keygensen, and our background trend is bearish. We got bearish cumulative delta bars printing, some stacked imbalances there. Let's see if we can get a trade. Notice there was 9 bars printed on the cumulative delta bars, so we might have some pullback here. Let's see what's going to happen. Keygen flattening out, so price is returning back to the Keygen. We need price to break down past its previous lows there, and that Keygen to turn back down. That's what we're looking for. We have to break that previous low. There it is. Keygen turning down. We're looking good. At this point, we can move our stop loss. Let's go ahead and park it at the Keygensen. You'll notice that I use the Keygensen a lot for my stop losses. That's because that's a standard Ichimoku practice. Let's see if it's going to hold. There we go. We're squeezing in right there. Again, that B4 squeeze indicator is saving the day. It really gives us extra guidance here so we can hold on to these trades. Turn down Keygen. Senko Span A is turning down. Keygen turning down. Expectation is breakout to the downside. There it goes. Nice move. Let's go ahead and pull our stop down. Guard some of that. Oh, trying to retest. Hold on a minute. Need that to reject there. Not only does the squeeze zone give us a great place to break out from, it gives us a great place to guard behind and a nice point that we can expect a rejection. Really great system. Go ahead and guard behind that stacked imbalance right there, giving it a little bit of room. All right, we got our auto trail strategy running it now. Real nice, really nice run right there. Great breakout from that squeeze. That's a classic breakout from that squeeze. We are at support now. Auto trend line kicking in there. Going down to our mean. Right there. Alright, that takes us out for $4,978.